Welcome back to 101 Sports. I'm now joined by Matt Dowdle and Preston Willett. Guys, the NFL draft is upon us. It's my favorite time of the year. So listen, first question. Which quarterback is the best in this draft class? Matt, take it away.
Yeah, I think it's Matt Barkley, and I know he could definitely make a case against his arm considering the injury and whatnot, but I really like him. I think he's got great accuracy, and he's the best quarterback in terms of intangibles in this draft, and you just cannot put that aside.
I think he was one of the best quarterbacks last year. This year, the flaws are out. The flaws are out. Everyone knows now. He does not have the arm strength that a guy like Geno Smith has.
I hardly think
Geno Smith, also the most athletic quarterback in the draft.
That doesn't make a difference. Doesn't mean that he's not.
In a day when you need an athletic quarterback like an RG3, like an Andrew Luck, like a Russell Wilson,
he's not a Russell
you got to
Wilson.
have mobility.
He's not an
These pass
RG3.
rushers are coming in. You got to be able to escape the pocket. He has the better measurables. He's bigger than Matt Barkley. He's got the better arm, and he's more accurate with his downfield throws.
But he's not an athletic enough guy to be able to do that. That's not his character. Barkley has the intangibles and he has the experience that'll put him ahead of Geno Smith in the long run.
Guys, I got to tell you, if it was who is the best quarterback right this second, it is Matt Barkley. But as for a draft goes, the best quarterback in the draft has to be Geno Smith because of the upside. Now, guys, listen. We talked about quarterbacks. Now we're going to look at sleepers. Who is going to be the best sleeper from this draft class? Preston.
It's got to be Miguel Masonette, the running back out of Stony Brook. Look, he played his best games of the whole season against Syracuse and Army. These are Division I defenses that he beat them up. And that's where everyone's getting his name from. Syracuse and Army, when he played against them, he's got a good NFL body. He's about 5'9", a little short, but he's big. He's 200 pounds. He reminds you a lot of Alfred Morris last year, coming late in the draft, moving up, and he landed right in the perfect place with Mike Shanahan. He lands in a perfect place. He didn't even need to learn in a perfect place.
Preston, I agree with that. That's a great pick. My pick is Chad Bumpus out of Mississippi State. I'm not even sure the guy's going to get drafted. If he is, it's going to be a real late rounder. But you know what, guys, 5'11", 200 pounds, run about a 4.5 40. The big pro with this guy is he reminds me a lot of a Danny Amendola or a Wes Welker, and that if you get him in the right system, he could return the ball. I don't think he can play. I don't think he can play the wide receiver position. He can return though. I disagree, sir.
Guys, I've heard Masonette compared to a poor man's Ray Rice. And if that can be your sleeper, I think that's a good pick. Hey,
definitely.
So far you're 2 for 2.
There we go.
You got some work to do, my man. Now listen.
Let's do it.
Guys, we've talked about sleepers. Now we're going to talk about bust. Who's going to be the biggest first-round bust this year?
Unfortunately, this is a guy I like a lot, but he's going to be a bust. Jarvis Jones out of Georgia. He's an outside linebacker pass rusher with no pass rushing moves. He's been playing against
He got 14 and a half
He's been playing against college tackles. He has no moves. He runs straight up the field.
As opposed to what tackles? What tackles should he be playing against?
I mean, obviously that, but he's getting these stats. And another thing, he was a one-year wonder. A one-year wonder. We've seen a lot of players.
Paul is a one-year wonder. Look where he is right now.
And that's different, but he also has spinal stenosis. This is an injury a lot of teams are concerned about.
Certainly health is a concern. What do you think, Dowdle?
I'm going to go with our beautiful Monty Te'o, and I think there's plenty of reasons why. Sure, the guy made a lot of big fancy plays this year, got a couple picks here and there, a lot of them that were tip balls. But you know what? This man is full of drama. He's like this year's Tebow, except for the fun thing was
he's still got intangibles.
No, but he is not physically, he is not capable of playing the inside linebacker position, and I can't handle a guy with a mental makeup who has a pretend girlfriend who then dies, and then all that is not real. I can't handle a guy with a mental makeup like that.
Guys, listen, when it comes down to it, Jarvis Jones has speed. He's got that going for him. Manti Te'o cannot run. I got to go with Dowdle on this one. He is the biggest bust. Whoever takes him in the first round.
Just watch.
Right, hey, we will wait and see, right? We'll get to you in like 5 years. But listen, we now have our top 5 mock drafts to do real quick, guys. Starting at 5, who do you got?
All right, number 5, I got D. Milliner, cornerback going to the Detroit Lions. They weren't terrible, but you know what? Their front 7 is what I think carried their pass defense. I think Chris Houston is not the best cornerback that they can have, or Drayton Florence. Get D. Milliner in there to help carry on this pass defense and get it better. Number 4, Eric Fisher, tackle going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Michael Vick's biggest problem last season was that he couldn't stay on his feet, and that is one of the most athletic guys in the NFL. Get Fisher in there and start solidifying this line.
Yep.
Number 3, Sharif Floyd, going to the Raiders. This team needs an anchor for their defensive line to carry them for the next 5-10 years, and this is the man to do it. He'll plug up a lot of holes, be able to bring in a lot of double teams that he can still split and make a lot of plays at the running game. Number 2, this is kind of my reach one, but I really think he's a great guy. Ezekiel Ansah going to Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, a little bit of a reach, but to me, he has the most raw potential of anyone in this draft. Again, kind of like a younger Pierre Paul, and that if he goes to the right place, that is untapped potential and a huge amount of sacks that can come for the Jaguars defense, and they need excitement. And then number 1, Luke Joeckel, pretty simple, going to the Chiefs. They need a lot of help. He's going to bring it.
I don't think Jacksonville's the right place for anyone coming out of the draft, but My man, Preston, let me hear it. Start with
No
5.
one wants to go to Jacksonville, but number 5 with Detroit, I got Eric Fisher. They lost both their tackles last year. They're going to need a tackle, and I think Eric Fisher's one of the best, but I think he falls down. Philadelphia at number 4, I think they got to go with Deion Jordan. They need that dominant defensive player on that on the defensive side of the ball. Hey, and it's Chip Kelly. And then number 3, Oakland. I got them with Sharif Floyd. I think they should pick Star Latulilae, but injury concerns, so I think they pick Sharif Floyd. Number 2, Jacksonville. Blaine Gabbard's done. He's an awful quarterback. Pick Geno Smith. Start over with this franchise and get moving. Number 1, Kansas City, like he said, it's Luke Jokel, obviously.
Guys, the reason why this show is so great is that it gives me power. And I got to tell you, that's the same top 5 that I have. So, Preston, you win. Hey, you win today.
That does not make you right.
You swept the
you can't
floor
disagree
with
with
this guy right here.
I just did.
Listen, sometimes you lose and sometimes you win, my man.
There
Nice
we go.
job. So, that's all the time we have for this NFL draft preview. But coming up next, Joe will sit down with our NBA experts to take a look at what has been an exciting first round thus far. Don't go anywhere.